Yeah, he's an impressive athlete. I think of all the older crop of players, he's probably the one that has the best relationship between the more senior guys and coaches and the younger guys coming through. It's what makes him such an exceptional leader. Again, I'm not sure people appreciate externally just how good he is at setting standards in the club, but kind of maintaining really good relationships with everybody from top to bottom. So he's the most unique player, certainly, I've ever played with.
I remember he was the first player we met when I first walked in the door at Geelong. He came up to us in the cafe all our draft year, and he was up and about, ready to chat to us. Just a genuine great bloke, and he seems young for his age. He likes to hang out with the young boys and gets around us and has a lot of spirit. So yeah, that's an unbelievable achievement for Blitz, and he's an amazing person and player, and I'm so happy for him.
Yeah, I've known him and his family for a long time. We sort of grew up being family friends. So he sort of first got drafted or picked up as a rookie, sort of in Cam's early days at the club. And to see his development along the way has been incredible. He's always been someone that's been eager to learn, and he's really demonstrated that since I walked into the club a little bit later. He's achieved some pretty incredible things on the field, and yeah, he's just someone that really connects the group well, and very good on-field leader as well.
Yeah, well, naturally, because of our similar backgrounds, I was quite eager to meet Blitz and get to know him. And yeah, same broken record again, and same cliches. He's also a lovely bloke, and really great for the culture of the team. He's a great leader, and obviously he's just awesome to have on your team. Can play absolutely anywhere, back, midfield, wing, whatever. He's great in that sense. So yeah, I've really enjoyed playing with him. It's good to see him get the milestone. You say 250, a lot of games too. So a lot of games too for someone that started late. So it's pretty awesome to see.
Yeah, Mark's been amazing. He's probably seems a lot younger to me, and I think that's just due to his caring nature and his ability to get around all of the playing groups. So yeah, to hear that he's playing that many games is a bit surprising to me, just because he is so fit, so healthy, and so caring to all of us younger boys as well.
Having come through the VFL program, I sort of had met him a few times out and about in the community, and having been lucky enough to play my entire career with Blitz, he's had a massive influence on me. He again finds such great balance in playing the game, but also just the enjoyment that he brings to it. He's such an ultimate professional. His flexibility that he gives us on ground, but the leader that he is behind the four walls is something that you can't really quantify in words. He has enormous influence over the group. He leads by example. He's always the hardest trainer on the track, and he's just the ultimate team man. He'll do everything that the team needs, whether it be playing, transition wing player or in the ruck against the big boys. His impact on this club can't really be measured in words. He's been enormous for us.
Yeah, Mark's journey's been an incredible one for a Cat B rookie with the athletics background to someone that understands the game as well as anyone in the competition now. The transition running that he does, he's great inside the contest, he's great in the air, and his running ability is the best in the competition, and arguably the best we've seen in the game. He's been a huge contributor for us, obviously a premiership player, best and fairest All-Australian. He's done it all, and he's a great teammate.
Oh, I could tell you lots of things about Mark. Look, I think he's achieved a lot in his football career on field. I think what makes Mark so special is how much he's loved within the group, within the football department, the Geelong Football Club as a whole, and I think he's universally admired across the competition for what he's been able to do. He's sort of transformed the game in a lot of ways, and who would have thought that from a guy that came in his first year. He's a steeplechaser, come from a different sport, hadn't played football for a long time, didn't quite make the Olympic team, came and didn't make the VFL grand final side in his first year, and then has just worked and worked and worked on his game. Both tactically and physically changed a few things of his body, and he's been so consistent for a long period of time. A great teammate to play alongside. You know, I'm so happy for him and his family that we get to celebrate him in game 250.
I used to play on blitz when he was a backman, but very hard to get off because he has a huge tank. You know, he can run all day, but plays a lot of different positions over the years, pretty much every position, and plays really well in all those positions. So one of those players that are very hard to replace.
In a way, I'm not surprised how good Blitz has kind of done in his career. Coming into Geelong, I knew what a great athlete he was. And you probably look at someone coming from athletics and think that's all they can do, but growing up with Mark, I knew he was quite good around ball skills as well, and team sports around ball skills, basketball. He did play footy with my brother as a junior. So I think some people might have been like, oh, this guy can only run fast or run far, but I kind of knew he had that. And I reckon maybe like a couple of months in, I remember Stevie J saying, oh, this Mark Blicavs, he might make it. Like, I clearly remember it in our kind of old facility, and Stevie kind of saw it at that stage. And then I think kind of to go with that natural ability, he's definitely been able to, I guess, work on his craft a lot. He came in with those ball skills, but maybe not that game awareness where he had that kind of stint where he was just focusing on running. So he asks a lot of questions, does a lot of extras. And I know this is going to sound like cliche and everyone kind of says it, but he'll be the last one on the track just standing there doing hands or doing extra marking. And yeah, I think Mark will probably go down as a really unique footballer as well, which I really rate. I think there's not that many in footy nowadays. I think we've got a few in our team, which is pretty special, but a lot kind of fit the mould, and you need those guys. But he's been great because he's been able to do so many different things with his unique gifts. So proud of Mark. I've played a lot of footy with him now, and I think we've still got a lot of great footy together ahead. We've played a similar amount of games. He's a touch ahead, and we were kind of hoping we'd play 250 together. I was a little bit ahead of him last year, going into the year, and he was like, oh, just get injured for a little bit. And I'm like, well, I did that, but I probably did a bit too bad. So now he's slightly ahead. And I just know how hard playing 250 games is on your body, and the work you have to do to get there, and coming from however far back he did to make it is pretty impressive. So proud of him. And like I said, I think we've got some great footy in the future still. It's not like I'm looking back and the chapter's finished. I think that there's some special times ahead as well.